If my life was a movie, I will call it Enjoy the Ride. Yes, my name is Rodolfo Rangel.
And what do you do for a living?
So I'm a real estate professional. I have on my team under 5 agents that I'm coaching them and training them to become full-time real estate agents.
So what do you do in your everyday life?
Well, usually I try to exercise in the morning, try to listen to a good audiobook, get in the office in the morning, and then during the day I meet with clients, and then around afternoon usually we have appointments at the office with clients, and I try to be done by around 5.
Are you happy with what you're doing?
Yes, I love doing what I do. I help people. That's one of the things that I like, is to help other people.
So how do you help these people?
So all these people have a real estate need. They either need to buy a house to live on, or they have a business that they need to put their business on a place, or they even have to buy a piece of land to build their own business. So I mostly work with the Hispanic community, and they sometimes don't understand the language, the rules here. So I have to help them out, teach them how to do it, and guide them through the process, and that's pretty gratifying to me.
So how did you start this business?
So I started in 2005. My brother-in-law got into the business. He said, "Hey, get your license," and I went through the rough times of the 2007 economy. I gotta learn different things in real estate, and since then I've been doing it full time for the last 5 years.
Have you learned anything new with this real estate business?
So real estate is always changing depending on the market. For instance, like right now, it's called the seller's market. So meaning that the sellers have basically the benefit of getting everything they want. So you have to kind of learn new things as you go along. Same thing happened in 2007 when the real estate crisis came. You have to learn different ways to do the real estate. So real estate, that's what I like too. It's always changing. There are new laws, there are new rules that you have to learn about, and then you have to adapt to whatever is coming new.
Do you have a memory or a moment in your life where everything went downhill?
Of course, 2007. 2007, if anyone remembers, it was the worst crisis in the United States. I still remember that my average selling, it's like 30 to 40 properties a year. That year we just sold 8. When in 2007, 2008, that was kind of the worst time for us, and we just have to learn to live through it. So one of the, obviously, it kind of helps you to realize that the market is always going to shift at one point. So the way that kind of helped me is to live within my means, not to have too much expensive stuff or get into debt, save a lot of money. That way, if something happens again, you are prepared with money on the bank, and you don't have too much payments, monthly payments. So that kind of was my biggest lesson in 2007.
Is what you're doing now what you always wanted to do growing up?
Interesting enough, no. I was just trying to do business, like manage someone else's business. But I ended up learning the real estate and finding a way to leverage my knowledge with training other people so they can do the same thing and obviously making money out of that. The answer will be no, but I really like because it's kind of what I wanted it to do.
What's your biggest regret in life with this business that you could have done differently?
I think one of the things was like back in the day when I was making a lot of money. I think I should have, like I said, I should have saved up more and maybe pay off my house. So that way, if the market would crash again, I will have to have a mortgage payment. And the other thing too that I should have done earlier was to recruit people to teach them, because obviously that's another income that I could get. I will say those are the things that I regret.
Did you learn from your mistakes or regrets?
Yeah. In fact, our home, we did a refinance to 15 years loan, so we can pay it off in 15 years. And then we have a separate account where we're saving money. As right now, the real estate is pretty good. So I think we're kind of we're trying to do what we forgot to do last time.
So what did you want to be when you were younger?
When I was younger, I always liked sports, and it's like a wild dream, but I either wanted to be a soccer player or basketball player. I think any young kid dreams about that, but unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to do so. But I think I still support either my kids or whoever I see them like they are raising money for any sport. I try to help them out with anything that I can do.
Are you happy with the life you have right now? Like, if you would have had the sport life instead of this life, would you?
Well, obviously, when you're growing up, there are many things that you don't know. And now that I am older, I have no friends, but people that I know that are into sports. That they kind of tell me their side of the story, and now that I know how it is, I think I'm better off now than if I would be a sports guy, unless I was Messi or Ronaldo, right?
What's your accomplishment that you're most proud of?
Business-wise, right?
Yeah.
Well, business-wise, I will say just last year we were named down on the West Coast in the United States. We were named as the top 100 teams on the West Coast in the United States for the Latino real estate agents. So I think that was one of the things that nationwide that I will say we have accomplished as a group. That's like a big one, because this last year was the first time that we were in those 100 teams. So we're already competing with, nationwide with other teams that are big. So our goal is to keep growing and then keep competing. So hopefully someday we can be within the first 5. I don't know.
What is one dream you have yet to accomplish?
Well, dreams, it's funny, but one of the dreams that I have with my kids was to have a house paid off for each of them, so they can live in that house. But as they grow, I don't know what they're gonna do, but that was one of the things that I wanted to do.
What's been the biggest change in your life that you're most proud of?
The biggest change in my life. I will say that a few years ago I decided to change on the group of people that are in my team. We kind of changed the idea of doing real estate. There is a book called Be Our Guest by Disney that tells you that if you focus on providing the best quality of service to a client, that you don't have to do advertisement, paying a lot of money, paying radio, TV, that as long as you focus on making your clients have a great experience through the process or whatever you do, that client will give you back referrals and business. So the thing that we change is that the way we see clients, instead of just saying, oh, there is a sale, I'll make money, let's forget about the person, let's just make money. We're striving to focusing on the experience that people will have when they come with us, so they have a great experience, and not only through the process, but we always try to run the second mile.
Do you believe, like, right now with what you're doing in life, with your business, do you think you're free? Like,
I will say I'm not there, but I think I'm getting there. I think if we keep doing what I'm doing, I will say my goal is within the next 5 to 10 years maybe or less I won't say retire, but maybe delegate what I do in my business, and then I'll just start just visiting the business, often, not like every day, but every quarterly, and check how everything is going.
Well, that was it. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, sir.